Welcome to the Random University, where we provide you with random entertainment. This week, we're going to be looking at the Cowboys and doing an analysis on their team, looking at how they have been suddenly doing so well in their season this year. So for the past 5 or so seasons, they haven't really been doing all that great. They've been not even making the playoffs, and that's not really that great for a team that was named America's team. So we're going to be looking at a timeline, seeing where the Cowboys started off, what they're going to be doing this season, could they win the Super Bowl, and much more. And remember, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, because that helps out the channel and it helps out me. So let's get started with this. Alright, so here's the Cowboys timeline. If you need to look at this yourself, the link will be in the description below, so you can go ahead and click on that. So, Dallas team formation, it was made in 1960. It was the first NFL modern era expansion team. So, it's the first team that was basically added to expand the league, and so that's pretty cool. In 1971, the new Texas Stadium was made, so it replaced the Cotton Bowl, which was the original stadium, and it made a new Cowboys stadium in 1971, so that's also something pretty cool to note. Jerry Jones was the new owner on February 25th, 1989, and purchased the Cowboys from H.R. Bumbright for $140 million. So he basically changed the team completely. He fired a bunch of coaches and defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators, and he basically completely changed the team. And then in 1995, so by this time there were 5 Super Bowl wins. They had 5 Super Bowl wins. So the first win was in 1971, where they played the Dolphins and won by a score of 24-3. It was played on January 16th, 1972. Their next Super Bowl was 1977, which was played against Denver Broncos and won 27-10. So winning against the Broncos back then was a pretty big deal because they were a pretty strong team. In 1992, they won against the Buffalo Bills 52-17. In 1993, they again played the Buffalo Bills and beat them to a score of 30-13. And then their latest Super Bowl in 1995, they won against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which was a really big deal because at this time, Pittsburgh Steelers were amazingly good. And another reason was because they had played in 2 other Super Bowls against the Steelers. So, and they lost against them. So the third time was the charm for them, and they won with a score of 27-17. And then in 2009, the AT&T Stadium opened, which is previously named the Cowboys Stadium, and it is in Arlington, Texas. So that's the history and the timeline of the Cowboys. Now we're going to be talking about why the Cowboys have been doing so good. Alright, so there's lots of theories and things out there that are stating why the Cowboys are doing pretty good this season. One of them I think is it's under new players. Like there's a new quarterback, a new running back. So, yeah, that could be a reason. Dak Prescott, the rookie quarterback, he's been doing pretty darn good. Like, he's one of the best rookie quarterbacks there has ever been. And Ezekiel Elliott, the running back who took over the running game completely, he's probably going to be the best rookie running back in the history of the NFL. So, yeah, I think these 2 players have really changed up the team. Of course, the other players have also upped their game, noticeably. But it also could be because Tony Romo is not playing anymore, and not to insult Tony Romo in any way or anything. Tony Romo is a great player, right? He's a great quarterback, knows how to throw a football really well. But the problem with him is he gets injured a lot. Like he gets injured. He's been injured like in every season or so. In a few of his seasons, his substitutes played more than him. So that's just a fact out there. I'm just putting out there. Yeah, so it could be because of new players, but it also could be that they're doing something different. Like, they're just doing something that basically fights against all teams. So, at this point, this team is kind of like the Panthers last season. We're doing awesome. And we're going to be talking now about how they could go to the Super Bowl, but the challenges facing in their way of getting to the Super Bowl. So now that the Cowboys have made the playoffs, the only teams that really stand in their ways, are the teams that are going to play. So that's kind of a big deal right now because they're playing against the Packers. They're going to play against the Giants. Not maybe directly, but they still will play them in a way because the better team will win. So they're going to have to face them in some sort of a way. So they're going to be playing against the Seahawks, the Packers, and the Giants. And the Giants is probably their worst enemy at this point because the Giants are the only team who have managed to beat the Cowboys. Now, it could be just because they kind of counter each other and the Giants just have an upper hand, or they're doing something, and I think the other team should look into that because the Cowboys are going to be formidable this year. They're going to be great enemies to play against. Yeah, those are my thoughts. And then if they do manage to make it to the Super Bowl, think about this. The Patriots, who will probably make it on the other side of the Super Bowl, if you think about it, those guys are pretty tough too. But I think if the Cowboys play this well enough and they play hard and no key players get injured, I think this Super Bowl could be for the Cowboys of the taking. So I'm predicting Cowboys are going to win this Super Bowl. That's my thoughts. Comment down below. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Tell me all your scenarios. Who do you think is going to go to the Super Bowl? Who do you think is going to win? And yeah, so comment that all down below. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more content. And that's going to wrap up this video here. See you guys later. Bye-bye.